absolute value. I really like this illustration. When your trip odometer reads 200 miles, okay? It says you've gone 200 miles. Now, suppose you start off in Houston and you've gone 200 miles on IH-10, okay? Did you end up in San Antonio or did you end up in Lake Charles? Okay. If the odometer says 200, you could have gone west or you could have gone east. Okay. So the absolute value of a negative 200, in other words, you went 200 miles to San Antonio, the absolute value of a negative 200 is going to be 200 miles in your odometer. Okay. If you went east to Lake Charles and you traveled 200 miles, your odometer is going to say 200. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you went west or east, your odometer is going to say 200. So let's think about this. You're taking the absolute value of a minus 2. All right? Take the absolute value. What is that going to be? Well, I went 2 miles on the odometer. The odometer says I went 2 miles. You say, but you went 2 miles west. We don't care which way you went. What's the odometer going to say? 2 miles. Okay? So the absolute value is always going to be a plus, isn't it? So if you're over here at 5, what's your odometer going to say? Well, the absolute value of 5, the odometer is going to say you went 5 miles. Okay? And now, if you didn't go anywhere, the odometer is going to say 0. All right? So in one case, the absolute value of minus 2 is 2. The absolute value of 5 is 5. And the absolute value of 0 is 0. So when you do the absolute value, you're never going to get a negative amount. Your odometer is never going to be negative. Okay? So what's the odometer going to say if you went 1 mile to the left here? What's the odometer going to say? The absolute value minus 1 is going to be what? 1. Okay?